Hi, this is Chris from the Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from Political Voices Network.
What do you make of this fake machismo that's going around the Republican caucus with the threatening fights and shoving each other and kidney punching?
Well, again, it works for the base,
Yeah.
right? It works for the base for these angry white guys that want to be tough guys and the whole thing. You know what I mean? It's like I ride motorcycles, as you know, and you have that the Sons of Anarchy world, right? The guys who dress up like they're Hell's Angels or something like that. They wear all the leather and this and that, and it's like, you know, as Jay-Z famously said, can't bust a grape in a fruit fight. You know, they just it's this fantasy that they have of being ultra male. It's like, you don't have to try that hard, right?
Yeah.
If you have it, you don't have to try that hard, and and that's what these guys do.
Yeah.
And their base falls for it. Like it's
Like,
like WWE. You know?
Have you seen Enrico Terrio? You know, like on January 6th, he looks all tough with the, fatigues and the, bulletproof vest and the sunglasses and the hat. And now, like him going out of court, going to prison, he looks like Mr. Limpet.
Any of them, and, all the Proud Boys and whatever, they're Oath Keepers, whatever. If you notice when they go to court, they mysteriously shave and put on a suit.
And start
they
crying.
cut their hair like
and start crying like little
suddenly
bitches.
They're not, super out, whatever they were. They're just suddenly, Your Honor, I'm here. Huh? Yeah, right. We saw you. Good. Kudos to the judges that are putting them in jail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this was one of those things. I don't know about you, but I was really suspect when the trial started. Like, are they going to let them get away with it? And the judges are like, no, you attack democracy. You're going to jail for a long time.
Yeah.
Good. You like white supremacists, you'll be with your friends.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I was going to say about the machismo, but Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert are calling each other whores, and so they're all awful.
Well,
on the Republican side.
I mean, Boebert is giving handies at the theater, so she's
whore.
She's standing by her brand. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what it is. Sue in Rockville, you're on with Alonzo. Hey, Sue.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving week, everyone. And Alonzo, I'm just one of your adoring fans.
Thank you. Where are you at?
But for Chris,
DC.
Thank you.
Cool.
DC. Yeah, long live Rockville and DC and Arlington. Listen, I have a guess to quote. I have two quotes for Chris. Because who said President Trump bears responsibility for the attack on Congress on January 6th? He should have immediately denounced the mob when he saw what was unfolding.
Kevin McCarthy? Oh, sorry. Am I not supposed to guess?
Heidi
no,
Fleiss.
that's a bad guess. Oh, my God.
Now, who said, one more,
Yes.
Trump incited the bloody Capitol insurrection for nothing more than selfish reasons perpetuated by the lies he'd been shoveling since he lost the free and fair election in November?
Marilyn Chambers.
Nice try.
No,
in my defense, Kevin McCarthy's just a different whore than Heidi Fleiss, but very close.
Right.
It was Ginny Thomas, no doubt.
Jenny Thomas.
Sorry, that was John Boner.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, and finally, I'm throwing a bonus in. Who said that effing guy, Jim Jordan, that SOB, while these maniacs are going through the place, I'm standing in the aisle, and he said, we need to get you ladies away from the aisle. Let me help you. And I smacked his hand away and told him, get away from me. You effing did this.
Linda Lovelace. No, it was Liz Cheney. Now I see where it's more fun. It's more fun being in the P gallery.
See?
Just shooting spitballs.
Yeah.
I don't like being the teacher anymore.
Every time these GOP traitors like Mike Lee think they can rewrite history, just give them the words of their own people in their party who happen not to have Trumpnesia or members of the Trump cult, and we know where the truth is.
Yeah. I mean, have you seen this, Alonzo? Like, they're releasing, there's like 9 seconds of footage where they're peacefully walking through a hallway and 27 hours of footage of them assaulting, police officers and blah, blah, blah. And they think somehow that 9 seconds disproves what happened, right?
Yeah, those were the tourists just walking through.
Yeah.
Just mild, man. You knew the Republican Party was gone when a Cheney isn't Republican anymore. Like when Liz Cheney, they're like, we can't have you moderates hanging around. Like, really?
Right.
Wow. Like, Where is Dick Cheney now? Have we even heard from him in the last few years? He's just harvesting hearts from children.
Yeah,
that's all.
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
that's how he stays alive.
Yes.
It's really a curious thing. She brought up a great point: history, because they want to rewrite history.
Yeah.
Even as people are living it, that's what's crazy now, that we have a thing where you can watch something happen, and people just say no.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It was right there.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, that didn't happen. And you're like, so how do you argue with that?
It is. It's horrible, but it's like, here's some footage of Germans not killing Jews. Like, it's just, of course there's a few seconds of them not. Okay. By the way, Chris, who said the press and the pundits can keep being surprised as much as they want, but since I came off the sidelines to go toe-to-toe with Donald Trump, we haven't stopped winning, and he hasn't stopped losing? Who said that?
Long Dong Silver.
No. Oh, my God. President Biden.
Oh.
Well,
you never know.
We don't know.
Yeah.
It is true. You know who has a tough job now? The Onion.
Yeah. Yes.
Because I read their stuff, and you try to do satire, but no matter what crazy thing you write, people are like, yeah, that could be true.
Oh, yeah.
That could happen.
Yeah. Our friend Noel Castler just tweeted, let he who hasn't rage tweeted from their sister's funeral cast the first stone. Especially if that sister once helped your helicopter pilot and business partner get out of a serious cocaine trafficking jam in the 80s. I mean, you can't write this whole storyline that this guy could get back in the Oval Office.
I don't know. What do we do then?
Yeah.
Like,
I go somewhere with you on your motorcycle with you and your Great Dane.
We'll head north. I met Trudeau a couple of years ago. I said, hey, can I come up? He's like, yeah, use my name.
I ran into him, too, hiking over here, and I just said, can you come be our president? And he laughed. But now I'm going to say, I was just kidding. Can I come there? By the way, Noel Castler also tweeted, Dear Gen Z, Bin Laden was not Bob Marley or Steve Biko. I don't know what kind of crap they're teaching you over on TikTok, but it ain't right. Dude was an effing terrorist, not a freedom fighter. Ditto Hamas. Stop it. I mean, we were just talking about how unbelievably scrambled all the politics is right now, on this Middle East thing.
Yeah, this is a really tough one. I don't know if you've ever been there, but having been there, like having toured Israel and the Middle East, it when you see how small it is and how they're all right on top of each other and this and that, it makes it understandable just how difficult it is to the innocents are dying. That's the worst part. It's the innocents on both sides. It's the people who are just trying to raise a family, go to work. They're not extremists. They're not into the war or anything. They're the ones who are suffering and paying the worst price. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the solution is. It'd be nice if we work toward that. Like, okay, can we just get to the part where we stop bombing and killing everybody and then figure it out? And people's views. One thing about here, we're so far away and so insulated. It's like we were talking about earlier about the tough guys. It's easy to talk tough from the U.S. It's easy to take a side. It's easy to do this and that. Yeah. But you got to talk to the people who are living it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. By the way, David tweets, how are we going to fight the war on Christmas with Tuberville holding up our military hostage? That's true. Have they thought about that? Maybe if Fox News convinces them that the war on Christmas will suffer. Okay, and one more. Covey says, when you think about it, George Santos alone is responsible for 90% of the diversity within the Republican conference. I mean, the man's black, Latino, white, gay, Jewish, a drag queen, and a former Disney actor.
Jewish.
Right, ish.
Jewish.
Which is what he said.
Yeah.
Right. So the head of the Republican, conference is moving to have him, what do you call it? What is it? Expelled.
Yeah.
Right? Uh-huh. Yeah. Which, I mean, it's about, what else do you need to get expelled if you're a Republican?
This is what I love. He stole hundreds of thousands of dollars. Don't you go to jail for that? Like, forget about being expelled.
That's next.
Don't you go to jail for stealing large sums of money as opposed to, well, okay, I won't run again. All right. Well, then we're even.
Well, no, that's next. Fraud, identity theft, money laundering, theft of public funds. So, no, that's next. But, the fact that it took this much for them to even say, okay, we'll think about expelling him says everything you need to know about the Republican Party, right?
Well, you tell your kids to study hard and learn, or just lie.
Or just make it up.
Just say you did.
Why go through all that work? There it is, my first drink of the day, ZBiotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Many of you know my story. I stopped drinking wine for 3 years during COVID, during the lockdown as part of a health reset. Now I drink wine in moderation, but this is an amazing new product. I've always believed in probiotics. And ZBiotics, check this out. You drink just one of these. It's the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. I am using this and I feel great in the morning. I don't have to worry if I have an extra glass of wine. I still feel great in the morning. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. I've always had acid reflux problems. It is this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. ZBiotics produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. All I know is it works. It is ZBiotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Go to zbiotics.com/politicalvoices or scan the QR code on the screen right now.